Have you ever wondered if there are places on Earth so unreal that they make you question your own eyes? Music, across the vast ocean. Natural rock formations rise from the water, shaped like strange monuments carved by nature itself over millions of years. If natural wonders amaze us with the power of creation, man-made marvels inspire us with the brilliance and belief that nothing is impossible. Nature and humankind, two distinct creators, together shape a world that feels both real and surreal. Welcome to the journey through strange natural places that don't seem real, where the line between reality and imagination slowly fades away. Mano Delito rises from the Atacama Desert, the driest land on Earth, where humidity stays almost zero for countless years. Inaugurated in 1992, it became a unique piece of public art and a powerful cultural landmark within the harsh Chilean desert. The giant hand towers 36 feet above flat ground, standing as the only colossal human-made marker across this barren landscape. Surrounded, music, by endless sand and stone, the structure appears to push upward from Earth itself, projecting an otherworldly presence. Positioned more than 3,600 feet above sea level, its massive silhouette can be spotted from miles across the desert plain. The hand transforms into a surreal icon, linking human art with alien monument theories, reinforcing its global significance. Music, Jellyfish Lake in Palau is world-famous as a marine lake over 12,000 years old. Home to millions of golden jellyfish. These jellyfish migrate daily following the path of the sun, creating a strange light dance rare on Earth. Most unique is that they evolved to almost lose their sting, allowing humans to swim safely among them. The lake spans 30 acres surrounded by rainforest and limestone cliffs with a deadly hydrogen sulfide layer at the bottom. The jellyfish population once vanished during 2016-2019 due to climate change but recovered strongly as a fragile ecological symbol. With strict protection laws, limited visitors, and high fees, swimming among these jellyfish is considered one of Earth's rarest wonders. Montmartre sits in Tunisia's semi-desert, known for its round pit homes dug deep like small craters in the earth. Each living hole spans 30 to 45 feet wide and up to 3 feet deep with rooms carved around a central courtyard. God. Ancient Berbers developed this underground lifestyle over 1,000 years ago to adapt to the harsh desert climate. The town appears nearly invisible from above, blending into red earth like an alien world within the Sahara. Some dugouts include handmade wells nearly 100 feet deep, still used by residents for daily living needs. Montmartre was chosen as the setting for planet Tatooine in Star Wars, making its troglodyte design famous worldwide. Manshiyat Nassa, also called Garbage City, is a vast settlement located on the eastern edge of Cairo, Egypt. It is globally known as a recycling hub managed by the community where nearly 100% of waste is processed by hand. Every day around 14,000 tons of garbage are handled here, covering almost all the household waste of Cairo. The recycling rate in Manshiyat Nassa exceeds 80%, far higher than the global average of only about 25%. Today, Manshiyat Nassa stands as a global symbol of community recycling, proving the survival power beyond formal systems. Slab City in the Colorado Desert of California is known as the last free city in America with no government, taxes or power grid. There is no running water, electricity or trash service. So residents survive using solar energy and creative self-reliance. The settlement stands on the abandoned Camp Dunlap military base where cracked concrete slabs remain since the 1950s. The surroundings are filled with broken concrete, wrecked vehicles, and painted junk, forming a landscape like a post-apocalyptic movie. Slab City is seen as a symbol of resistance against consumer society, a unique destination for experiencing light itself. Devil's Tower, a massive volcanic monolith in northeastern Wyoming, rises 86 meters above the ground and 58 meters above sea level. Music, it was formed from slowly cooled magma creating giant hexagonal basalt columns. One of the largest natural geological structures in the world. Music, vertical, music, grooves cut across its cliffs like claw marks, giving the tower an appearance that is both majestic and surreal. Music, the rock stands alone across the vast plains, completely dominating the landscape, resembling a colossal fortress emerging from the earth. Devil's Tower dates back about 50 million years, originating in the Paleocene Ione, evidence of the brutal forces of tectonic creation. In 1906, it was declared the first national monument of the United States, now attracting more than 500,000 visitors every year. Music, Palm Islands is a famous artificial archipelago off the coast of Dubai, built in the early 2000s by dredging and reclaiming sand from the seabed. Music. From above, Palm Islands appear as a giant palm tree with a trunk, fronds, and a crescent breakwater surrounded by the blue waters of the Persian Gulf. Music, along its palm-shaped fronds are luxury villas, hotels, and resorts proving the fusion of natural setting and massive human architecture. Music. Music, Palm Gira covers more than 5.7 square km larger than 800 football fields showcasing the monumental scale of this artificial landform. Music. The palm tree design has 17 fronds stretching into the sea protected by an 11 km breakwater that reduces the power of natural waves. Music, Palm Islands became a symbol of Dubai's ambition to rise as a global hub, both a tourism wonder and an engineering legacy. Music, Gaiola Island is a tiny island off the coast of Naples in Campa, Italy. Measuring only a few hundred square meters, yet globally recognized. Music. The island actually consists of two rocky sections linked by a narrow stone bridge forming a striking natural feature in the Mediterranean Sea. Music. It lies within the Gaiola Underwater Park, which contains coral reefs, submerged Roman ruins and a diverse marine ecosystem typical of the region. Music. The cliffs are covered with low vegetation, while limestone geology keeps the surrounding waters clear, producing a wild yet captivating coastal landscape. Today, Gaiola Island is regarded as a unique natural and cultural heritage holding archaeological and ecological value while standing as a tourism icon of Naples. Music, Giant's Causeway lies on the northern coast of County Antrim in Northern Ireland, formed by slowly cooled volcanic lava about 50 to 60 million years ago. Music. More than 40,000 tightly packed basalt columns extend outward with some shaped into pentagons or heptagons, creating an unreal pathway into the sea. The columns average 12 meters in height and 28 meters in thickness, rising as a massive stone wall along the Atlantic shore. The rock formation stretches nearly 6 kilometers, resembling a giant roadway reaching into the ocean tied to the legend of Finn McCool. Music. In 1986, Giant's Causeway was recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site and remains Northern Ireland's only natural World Heritage. Music. The site stands as a leading destination of Northern Ireland, combining geological science, surreal landscapes, and legendary cultural heritage. Music. Hakadalur is a geothermal valley in southern Iceland, part of the Golden Circle where geysers have been described for hundreds of years. Music. The site is world famous for geyser, the first geyser ever recorded in history and the origin of the English word geyser. Music. Nearby lies Stroer, another geyser still powerfully active, erupting columns of water 20 to 30 meters every 5 to 10 minutes. Music. The valley is filled with hot steam, boiling mud, gas vents, and mineral springs, creating a surreal landscape of hidden underground energy. Music. Music. Water erupting from these geysers can exceed 100 degrees. Action of giant spherical stones measuring 1 to 3 meters across. These boulders are world famous for their nearly perfect round shapes formed by marine sediment concretion more than 60 million years ago. Music. Maui tradition tells that they are remnants of a wrecked canoe carrying calabashes and sweet potatoes that washed ashore long ago. Music, music, music. Some boulders have eroded to reveal sparkling calcite crystals inside, showing the complex internal structure of these ancient geological formations. Music. First noted by Europeans in the 19th century, they soon became a focus of studies to better understand sediment concretion processes. Music. Moeraki boulders are recognized as both a cultural and natural icon of Otago, valued for science and attracting thousands of visitors. Music. Music. Jangjaji contains more than 3,000 sandstone pillars formed over 300 million years ago from ancient quartzite sediment shaped by Earth's power. Music. This forest park was created in 1982 in Hunan Province, marking history as the very first national forest park of China. Music, music. Music. It is world famous for massive natural sky towers carved by millions of years of brutal erosion under extreme geological conditions. Music. Music. UNESCO recognized it as a World Heritage Site for its rare ecosystem and unique geology protecting endangered plants and rare wildlife. Music. The pillars average 600 to 200 feet with some exceeding 3,000 feet, resembling colossal natural antennas rising to the sky. Music. Mist, vertical cliffs, and dense vegetation create a surreal alien landscape, proving Jangjaji as a true global geological icon of Earth. Music. Music. Hutauan lies isolated on Shengshan Island, famous for its surreal sight as old houses are completely swallowed by green vegetation. Music. The village once had more than 2,000 residents living from fishing, but declined in the 1990s due to harsh transport conditions. Music. When villagers left, Hutuvin quickly turned into the village swallowed by nature with vines covering roofs and stone walls. Music. Silence transformed it into living evidence of China's modern rural to urban migration in the late 20th century. Houses wrapped in vines became green pyramids, keeping their stone structures while forming surreal landmarks along the coast. Music. Utahwin is seen as a unique cultural landscape where nature and history intertwine, proving the fragile limits of humanity. Music. Shuangkong Temple stands vertically on a cliff over 240 feet high, surviving more than 1,500 years against harsh natural forces. This is a unique structure combining Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Three philosophies coexisting inside the same sacred space. Music. The wooden system uses beams inserted into rock while outer pillars are only secondary, not the main support. Music. Music. In 2010, Time placed it in the world's top 10 most dangerous buildings, drawing attention from the global community. Music. Music. When heavy fog surrounds the site, the whole temple turns into a blur, floating as if dissolving into the air. Music. From hanging corridors, visitors look down deep gorges, seeing steep cliffs and endless mountains enclosing the structure. Music. Eli stands out for its total isolation. In the North Atlantic Ocean, there is only one single house. Music. The island was formed by ancient volcanic activity about 0.4545 square km surrounded by cliffs rising more than 100 feet. Music. Its vegetation is only grass and moss with no large trees because of brutal winds and harsh climate control. It is an important home for seabirds like puffins and gallows, turning it into a rare protected ecosystem. The contrast between violent nature and the tiny house makes Alode a legendary symbol of solitude known worldwide. Nazca lines in southern Peru are giant desert drawings stretching over 450 square km created more than 2,000 years ago. Music. They were made by removing the dark stones to reveal the lighter ground.